Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. It's another cold one today, minus 17. Just doesn't want to stop. But at least we got sun and the wind's not too bad, so the sunshine should help warm those coveralls up, and the lambs should be just fine out there today. Want to apologize for the glitch on my last video. I have no idea what happened. On my camera, the video is intact. Every piece is there. So I did repost the end. It was only like 30 seconds. But it's very, very strange. Anyway, bear with me. And let's go inside and see what happened today. Well, we ended with Peanut yesterday, so we may as well start with her today. And here she is, getting her bottle again. Now my camera turned off. There we go. There she is, getting her bottle today. She's doing okay. The mother is a real pet. When I go in there, the mother wants to be pet all the time. But she's not the best mom, is she?
First time, right?
Yeah.
And this is not normal, eh?
Well, no. The lamb's not nursing, so if they don't nurse, that bonding thing doesn't happen as well. You could see it yesterday when we were loading the ewes from the Misfit group. They were a little harder to load onto the trailer because they didn't have that strong bond that the nursing moms have. I mean, they still are bonded, but it's just not as intense. But she's wagging her tail. Great improvement, because we had to tube her for how long? 2 or 3 days, yeah.
So she's wagging her tail now.
Yeah, so she's doing really good. And one nice thing about her, some lambs, when they're not getting milk, they just lay down and kind of go quiet and like almost in a coma, so you don't know if they're okay or not. You assume that quiet lambs are okay. But little Peanut here, she's a screamer. And if she wants your attention, she lets you know. But she's a dorset. You've seen this. The dorsets are screamers. But at least then you know that there's some issue with her. When they're quiet, like I said, you really are doing a lot of guessing.
She can't take much milk. There you go. Don't fall down. Come on, don't fall down. Oh, he's falling.
You did it, Peanut. Let's have a close-up of Peanut's face.
The collar's a little retarded, huh?
Well, you can tomorrow we can probably take the collar off. Today's really cold. Lift her up so we can see her. There she is. Peanut, how you doing? Aren't you cute? You're really cute.
She takes a little more than we do. You help me check these sheep for a second.
Yeah, so we're heading over to the coverall with bottles right now. And there's our manure pile. And if you can see that, you can see steam coming off it. Shows you how much heat is generated by the manure. And why a bedding pack. You want some bedding pack because it does keep the sheep warm. But you don't want too much of a bedding pack so that it's off-gassing ammonia like that. And that's why you need ventilation in the barns too. But when it's doing that, it's breaking down in the pile, ready for spreading on the fields as fertilizer and food, well, as food for the crops. So that's always a good thing. It's morning and I'm outside and you can hear the sheep screaming. They know it's breakfast time. This barn's quieting down because Irene's got the grain to them. These guys are on the bottle feeder. Happy lambs. These guys are getting 2 feedings a day now. Shortly we're going to go down to 1. Lots of lambs checking out the drinkers. And we're in the Dorset pen, and we'll see some of the old YouTube stars. There's Jerry. Hey, Jerry. 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 What are you doing? You're gonna come over here? Jerry. Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. Jerry's still part of everyday life. This guy's having a little scratch on the mineral feeder. It's funny, those two are not from the same mom. They look different, but those two are my two favorite in this barn. Not in this barn, but in this pen. Hey, buddies. And you, I know. You're Kermit. Kermit, you got a little bit of an attitude. Yeah, let's zoom out. Yes, I know. You've got a little bit of an attitude. You want all the attention. We don't know why. We don't know why you're like this. Hi. 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 Hi, you guys. Kermit, really? You have to do that. Well, it makes it easier for me to reach you. Salt and mineral for these guys. Kermit, really? What are you doing? I'm not going to carry you around. Hi. Hi, you guys. And there's Wally, the lamb that got stuck in the wall. Hi. Hi, Wally. Oh, Kermie. You're a funny boy. Like I said this morning, the sun's shining. So really cold again outside, but it's like a greenhouse almost in here, because in the tent it's quite warm when the sun shines on it like that. Now we're into the Suffolk pen. A lot of them here are eating food. I see this one that turned around's a real stocky lad. Check it out, Katie. You're a stocky boy. They're all getting quite stocky now. That's number 3. At the feeders, you can see, this is where I can easily see if they've got the build that I'm looking for, with the shoulders and rumps lining up and kind of being smooth all the way down. This guy right now could fill in more, but this one's a little narrower at the front end. Some people don't mind that. They say it's an easier birther, but it's not something we look for. We want to see more of this even flow all the way through. I'm seeing that most of them are even right through. Oh, there's number 2. He's a big bruiser. Those are the ones that usually die of overeating disease. But he's a big boy. There's no question that he's going to remain in the keeper group. A viewer mentioned that we get to meet some lambs in the beginning and as they're born, and we get to know them. And then as other lambs are born, the ones we knew in the beginning we don't see too much of, and that's probably a good thing, because the ones we're focusing on usually that get names and stuff are usually ones that have had some kind of issue, and if we're not mentioning them anymore, it means that they've overcome the problem. We don't have to focus on them anymore. They're still here, but they're doing well, so it's a good thing. And I do try to include all those ones every now and then too, so we can see updates on them. But yes, generally we will be seeing the younger ones, because obviously here's a lamb, it's nursing, it's growing. We don't have to worry about him. So yes, I will be spending more of my time in the younger pens, because it'll be the younger pens where there's more likely to be problems. So again, it's that constant monitoring. The older ones have no issues anymore, so they're basically left to their own devices. We just do a quick walkthrough. But we spend way more time with the younger ones just to make sure that everything's going as planned. So we're not purposely neglecting our original favorites, but we do have to focus when we have this many sheep on the up-and-comers, and be happy that the old ones have passed their milestones and are just doing well. So these are the lambs we brought over yesterday. And a lot of them are in the creep area. When I came over here, a lot of them were on the jumping box too, but they've since jumped off. They're hanging around the box now. Not quite as agile as little goats, but still pretty good. You can see how high it is for these little guys. And Droopy is in here. Droopy with the ear. He still has a droopy ear. And half of his mouth doesn't close properly. So when I feed him a bottle, I have to cup my hands so that it creates a suction on the bottle. I'm hoping as he gets older he'll be able to eat properly. I think he will. He'll just take longer to eat. But he was I just fed him. And now I'm trying to see where he is. But I'm not seeing him, so maybe he went under the feeder. You guys aren't droopy. But he's doing well. He runs up, he's active. He just has some kind of nerve damage, I'm guessing. This is a more colorful group because we have the Texel crosses, a lot of Texel crosses in here, and they add the colorings. And that's the divider wall, so that if someone jumps in the feeder, they won't be able to get in the back pen, because it's very hard to distinguish the lambs, even with numbers on their backs, when they hop over the walls. This is what this barn sound like in the afternoon when it's nap time. I love this time. No screaming, no headaches. I wanted to show her the mere lambs. Everybody's having their afternoon siesta. Fast asleep with mommy. And she just had her lamb a few minutes ago. Hi, mommy. I still have to record her because she just had the lamb. But it's looking really good. Actually looks just like its mom. Hi, mommy. These guys were born this morning too. And there's little Peanut and Big Peanut. Hi guys. Afternoon rest day. Lammies! Lammies! Come on, lammies! Come on, lammies! Lammies! Come on! Here, lammies! Come on! Good, good! Come on, lammies! So this is the barn with the little lambs all on one half now. And very shortly, you know, that they're going to have to come on this half. So we put the replacement ewes to the back, and the manure pack was way, way too high. So Arnie's working on cleaning that today. And 1/4 should be done today anyway. And maybe tomorrow we'll have this finished, so we can start bringing lambs over to fill up the other half. She's a little Suffolk. And you see what, if you add a texel to your crosses, it gives them the lambs a meaty rump like right off the bat. They're a nice sheep. They get a bad rep because they have big blocky heads, so yes, they could be a bad birther, but seriously, if you have a ewe with good wide hips, there should be no problem whatsoever. The problem birthing you'll have is when your ewe is not good enough. You haven't gotten a nice enough rump for her. A penny rump, even on any breed, is going to have a harder time delivering a lamb. Are a nice terminal breed, and they actually Suffolk on Texel. Terminal on terminal, you would think that that is not a good mother breed, but we have phenomenal success with our Texel Suffolk crosses, the Suffolks we call them. Great moms, great milk, and this one has a single, but she's an old girl. She's really old. They generally have twins. Anyway, that's not my breed, but I can still appreciate breeds that are not my breed. Texels have a purpose, think what actually makes the Texel Suffolk cross a good cross is that Texels themselves do tend to be very short-bodied, which is why I don't prefer a purebred Texel. And Suffolks tend to be really long-bodied. So if you cross them and keep back the ewes that have acquired the muscling of the Texel and the length of the Suffolk, seriously, for a commercial breed, I think it's a perfect sheep. The only thing they can't do is breed out of season. But if you're not an out of season breeder, they're fantastic. Woohoo! And there's a little Texel lamb. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. And you get all the cute colors. Okay, off to the barn to wash bottles. Well, all the bottles are washed. Sheep are fed. The dogs are looking like they want to go in for dinner now. Buddy's asleep on the sofa. So, I guess we'll call that a day. And hope you join us again tomorrow for another episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.